last we left off, the Laughing Lass was an eventful place. Sammy snuck down into the cellar and was told not to trust the crown with the echo of Netheril by the same assassin who killed Zephyrus in the streets in Suzail towards the beginning of your adventure. Everyone had a bit to drink, and Herc ended up carrying Sammy and Rin back to Rikers, small, dirty flat in the slums near the docks of Suzail. It was as messy as you could guess a scatterbrained science nerd's home to be, but nevertheless, you all received the benefits of a long rest. The morning came and we hand-waved, going to the Royal Clothier to put in orders for the hero feast. Then you made your way to Evening Star, where Sammy found his old home was placed up for sale. That wasn't the last surprise for Sammy, as he found that his mother had moved to the south end of town in a lovely farm-style home with a barn and a large yard surrounded by trees. He also learned that Rexel, his father, was alive and resting upstairs in bed, resurrected by a cleric of Lathander as his corpse washed up to the shore of Red Hand Pool. You still made plans to return in the evening, where Rose, his mother, plans to make Sammy's favorite dish for dinner, and you're all invited. We resume with you all walking away from the estate, pondering where Rexel could have gotten all of that money for the home. Sammy, what are your first intentions?
Run away and never come back. But beyond that, so what time of day is it right now?
It's still pretty early morning. I'd probably say around 9-10 a.m.
Okay.
You had said towards the end of last session that you guys were going to go sleuth mode and figure out everything you could about what he was doing here.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Where is my D&D Beyond? What the fuck? All right. Does anybody... Wait. Arsus, I know your dragon is big. Can he get small or maybe invisible?
He's in the woods, if you remember from the last session. He was sent across the woods for hunting.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make him visible, but he's not going to get any smaller. It's only going to get bigger.
All right, is there any way that you two communicate and you can
talks to me in dragon?
Hey.
I don't give him mental commands like some mages do. I just talk to him.
I mean, I need to know, like, is that my father up there, or is it something else? I just don't know. I don't know how to do this.
Okay, I got an idea. We need to go find says critters.
Need to find what?
Critters?
Maybe a bird?
Are you talking like
I know
going
what
for
she's...
speak with animals?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
What about the priest who resurrected him? Maybe he might be able to tell us something?
That seems...
We could do both. If I could find some sort of critter, I could talk to them and see if they'd be willing to check on things. And then we could also talk to the priest while the critter's doing his thing. If
Can't
that's what
hurt
you're
to
looking
Maybe
for.
just- Yeah, we can send your animal friend thing.
We'll have to make friends with the animal first, but yeah.
All right. Well, we know the priest resurrected him. How did he
Or at
get the
least
money
that's
for
what
our
he says.
resurrection? What?
Well, that's why we would go ask him.
Maybe they don't cost that much out here.
Did we find out if maybe the cleric did it out of the kindness in his heart?
Well, that is a possibility.
So, John, as we are, I guess, discussing this, I will be scanning, looking for either squirrels or birds in
Okay.
the area.
Yeah.
As soon as I see one, I will cast Speak with Animals.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're standing, a little ways away from Sammy's home, and still trees on either side of you. And given that Evening Star proper doesn't have a lot of foliage, this is a common congregation area for wildlife. So it's very easy for you to pick out, several different species of birds, squirrel, rabbits, all sorts of wildlife very easily found in here. Pretty much whatever you're looking for.
Okay, so I'll just shh, and I'll step away from the group. I'll cast Speak with Animals, and then I will attempt to communicate with maybe a cluster of birds or something like that. Hi there. We were wondering if we could pay one of you kind birds for a favor.
Just kind of cocks its head to you and says, "Yeah."
We need some information from a window on a second floor of one of them houses.
Yeah.
And I can get you lots of birdseed or whatever you'd like.
Yeah.
Maybe some twigs for your nest if you would help us out.
Yeah. Where do you want us to go?
Could you land on me real fast and I can cast another spell? Won't hurt, I promise.
Flutters on down, lands on your arm or your hand.
Okay, then I will use Bee Sense. To control the bird into spying on Sammy, and
so you don't get to control, but you
can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and see what it hears.
yeah. So you gain their senses. Okay, perfect.
But I asked it, and I'll
for sure.
describe the house. That's why I had to do the Speak with the Animals first, because it has to be a willing creature.
Absolutely.
And so I'll describe where I want it to see what it's looking for, and then I'll be like, Ran, I'm gonna sit here for a minute while we do this, if that's okay with y'all. And I'll sit down and just kind of concentrate, maybe meditative pose.
Where would the goods that you're going to be bribing this animal be stored?
It's probably some of my rations, if I have any. Give him some of that. It depends on if he has anything specific he wants for doing the favor.
Okay. It's not picky, but you can tell that as you're maybe even saying like, "Okay, little bird, go up to this house," it like hops onto your pack and starts pecking at the pouches, and then responds back.
I'll pull out some hardtack and give it to it. Yeah.
Nice. It'll take it, and then it'll fly away with the food, and then goes and perches on the windowsill. I imagine you're using your action continuously to see, and a few moments go by.
That's why I sat down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few moments go by, and you're just watching what appears to be the same man that you met in the gorge of just above Evening Star, laying in bed, covered up all the way up to his head. Eventually, he gets up.
Or they're like, oh, he does. Okay.
Yeah, he gets up and he's stretching, and you can tell that he's relatively limber, even though his pot belly, his beer belly, sort of prevents him from reaching all the way down to the ground for stretches. But then, from a bird's perspective, you can hear footsteps coming upstairs from the window. And he hurriedly hops back into bed and covers himself up. And you see Rose enter the room, and he immediately begins feigning illness. And she comes over and sits down to the edge of the bed and starts like rubbing fingers through his hair and asking if he needs anything. And he asks for a drink, and then she wanders off again. And eventually he gets back out of bed after she leaves, and he wanders over to the windowsill, and he looks down at the bird, and he starts tapping at the window. And the bird taps back.
Does he seem like he's doing it to be kind of a jerk? Or is it like more of a kindly, like, oh, hi, birdie, sort of behavioral insight there?
Give an insight check.
Okay.
I bet it's like a performative, I'm so weak and I am a Disney princess interacting with the wildlife.
Or it's like my inner nature's coming out. I'm going to try. If I get my hands on this stupid bird.
I'm gonna wring its neck.
22 again.
Woo!
It's more of a curiosity laced with a little bit of dickishness. Wanting to see if the bird will react, but deep down just kind of wanting it to fuck off. Yeah.
Okay. So it is a little bit mean. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit mean.
All right. So I will probably be giving a running commentary. I don't even know if you all fucked off or not, but I'm sitting there and be like,
Yeah, we left you in the middle of a field. That's it.
next to a tree. I can imagine that. But overall, yeah, I'll be just basically doing like a commentary of like, all right, so I do see a man that looks surprisingly like Sammy's father. He's laying in bed. Oh, he's getting up. He's stretching. Oh, now he got back into bed, pretended to be all ill and weak-like. Your mom came in, offered him a drink, and then she left. Oh, little birdie, get out of there. Don't let him get you. Stuff like that.
What do you mean pretending to be all weak-like? I think after a resurrection you were pretty... Oh.
Can't hear you.
Well, I say it anyway.
Just a little bit of an added note.
Just ignoring me, man.
You would see that while he is all bandaged up, his bandages do appear to be really clean.
Super fresh and not really.
Yeah, you can't. They're not like blood soaked, and yeah, he's relatively clean.
I wonder what benefit there is to pretending to be you're sick or injured. Like in the wild, the sick and injured were the first ones that are eaten. So I don't understand why someone would just pretend to be an invalid. Doesn't make any sense to me.
And you're saying this now to the rest of the group, now not peering through the...
This is a running commentary. Again, I can't hear them. I don't even know if they're there. I can't see them.
So I would be curious if Arsis would pick up on this. But I will, because I'm trying to remember if I was stabbing my father in the back or in the chest.
The chest.
It was the chest.
It was in the chest. Okay. So then I will in this sense, I know she can't hear or see us, but
Mhm.
she can
Tap
still
me to get my
feel.
attention if you really need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I will tap her on the chest a couple of times.
Oh, hi.
Oh, something just
Yeah?
went out. What went out? Oh,
Just
We
the
need
music.
oh,
what?
oh.
Yeah, it hasn't been
Are you
playing for a
listening
little
to me
bit.
right now?
Yeah.
Are you
What,
listening?
what do you need, Sammy?
Oh,
Did you hear everything I said?
yeah. You don't see any wounds?
I see bandages. They look fake. Like there's no injury beneath them, or at least the injury is long healed. But no actual wounds. He's got the blanket all the way up to his chin, like he can't. He's cold or something. But he keeps getting up, and I don't see any major wounds of any sort. Is he fully dressed, like head to toe, like in jammies, or does he like wearing shorts?
He's wearing some cloth pants.
Okay. What about his shirt?
No shirt. Yeah,
Okay.
shirtless
Just the
except for the
bandages.
bandages, yeah.
Yeah. Is there any scarring that I can see as well, or they're all covered by the bandages?
I would say that, yeah, you can see some scarring. Some of the lighter ones. Maybe some of the ones that it might have occurred from the travel down the falls, or down the river, from banging into the rocks lifelessly.
He's got some healed scars, though.
I think I shot him in the back initially to drop him because he ran away.
Sounds right.
Did you happen to notice any wounds on his back?
Still covered in the
cons-
bandages.
All
I
right.
mean, he looks whole and hearty.
When he's not being
Right.
watched.
When he's not being watched. Yeah, that seems to be the trend. I could check in with the little guy and see if there's anything else.
All right. Let's go to the priest and figure out what happened, and we could do some wandering about town and eventually have dinner with my mom.
I like that
All
plan.
right. Well, I mean, the bird's there. I don't know how long the bird's going to stay there, but as long as it's there for the next hour, I could check in at any time.
Perfect.
You know, if you want to keep an eye through the bird, we can just guide you around town.
Well, it depends on how long the bird decides to stay. Can't force it.
Well, we could head to the priest, and then you can check in to see if the bird's still there at that point,
Yeah.
and then go from there.
Sure.
Alrighty.
It's been a while since I got to talk to the animals. Kind of excited. I miss this ability.
Making your way back north, virtually just retracing your steps, knowing that the temple fields are up near where Sammy's house was, and the House of the Morning is right on the edge of that. So heading back north and then eventually west, you come to the House of the Morning, a large painted wood building with stained glass of a rising sun, a temple dedicated to Lathander. You see the fields are relatively busy with peasants, and you can even see some men of the cloth out in the fields tending to not just the crops but also the workers, stopping by, checking. Would you like to head out into the fields, or would you like to try inside of the House of the Morning?
Probably want to go in the house first. I'd be looking for the lead pastor, father name.
1 second. I forgot to pull up my Evening Star handout. House of the Morning is 11. Father Ulrich.
Ulrich. So I'd be looking for Ulrich first in the. I didn't see him in the field, did I?
No.
Okay. So yeah, then I would head into the house. And before we actually enter, I was like, and Herc, try to get you a little token of Lathander as well.
Oh, Lathander, dawn's first light, you chase away the endless night. With every ray, new hope is born. The world awakens with the morn.
That was pretty.
Your warmth renews, your colors rise.
Oh.
Spark of life in darkened skies and golden glow we find our ways and leave behind the yesterdays.
You
Is
really
there
do
more?
need a token of
Oh,
Lathander.
morning Lord, we praise your name. In your light, all things reclaim.
I think we're
Guide
away
us
at this
forth.
point.
Through brightened skies to new beginnings.
Herc.
You know what I'll do
On the
is I'll check it
rise.
on the bird.
I never liked that last line about where the dawn lies, because lies could also mean, it has a mendacious connotation to it, you know.
Well,
That's an
there's always a
interesting
little bit of
point.
lies in misdeeds and misdirect in religion, so
Well, and you know, the morning
just like
sun,
government.
there's shadows, so there's always some kind of darkness to the light, right?
I mean, I also can't help but wonder if this was originally written in common, or maybe it's a translation error of some
Oh.
sort.
Those are the right questions. But no, Lathander is not about lies or shadow. You're thinking of Shah or Cyric, I believe.
Well, you know, at least they tell the truth about their lies. So,
At least they tell the truth. That makes no sense.
At any rate, does it look like the father's in here?
Ulrich's not in the field, and then I'll push open the door.
Pushing open the door, you are greeted with a serene and peaceful view. You can hear soft music playing and candles flickering in every corner. Seeing beautiful tapestries laid out on both sides, with a large, intricate metal, what's the word that I'm looking for? Statue of a cresting sun as the backdrop for what you see at the very front of the House of the Morning, right behind the altar. And you can see a man in cloth up towards the front lighting some of the candles. And as the doors open and create just a cascading of light in, he turns and says, "What good news does the dawn bring?" "Oh, new faces. How can I help you?"
How goes the congregation?
There's no congregation, and he sees you, knowing that you grew up and Father Ulrich has been there for a while. You would know that if you came to Mass more often. No congregations on this day. Just my own personal spiritual healing. Who are your friends?
Well,
And he begins introducing himself to the rest of the party as Father Ulrich.
Great.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Rin. This is Arsis and Herc and Riker.
Herc Heartsong, Herc the half-orc hurricane, the hulking hunk,
Herc has
devoted follower of Lord of the Dawnfather.
He kind of looks at you curiously. He says, "A man with as many nicknames as Lathander himself. Curious, very fitting."
I try to be better every day. Oh, I guess hero of Suzail. No. Everyone has that. This group, perhaps
like that
you've heard the
moniker.
news of the fatal fungus being removed from these lands.
Your
Indeed,
alliterations are on
and
point today, Herc.
all of us are
What's that?
heroes for having survived.
Says your alliterations are on point today, Herc.
Not seeming to be super impressed by your initial claim that you're the hero of Suzail. The word probably wouldn't have traveled quite that fast. But yeah, still grateful nonetheless of being rid of the fungus. Tell me, you must have come to this temple for some reason.
Yeah, actually, there is. So, I noticed that my father is resting.
Alive and
at
well.
Yes. And I heard that somebody found him, and he wasn't well and alive.
Indeed. He was pretty messed up.
Who found him? Was it you?
That would be me. I was going for a morning stroll out by the Red Hand Pool, wanted to soak my bones. And the body just came floating up to the shore. As soon
So
as
when
I
you
rolled,
say he was pretty messed up.
he was dead. There's no way around it. The man was stabbed multiple times, gunshot wound to the back, bruised, beaten from what I can only imagine would be the fall or rocks that he might have hit in the river.
You know, if I knew
I rub Sammy's shoulder. It must be hard for him to hear this news.
You know, if I knew that you were so strong in ways of bringing one back, maybe I would have been to church a little bit more. Really,
I fail to see what my strength has to do with the strength of your beliefs. We are sometimes given power in our greatest needs.
and this was a
And-
great need for you.
It was a kindness to be repaid to your mother. She has always faithfully toiled in the fields, and for her to lose her husband, I didn't want to stomach that. Now I know he may partake in the booze and the gambling just a little bit too much, but
Wait, did that go through? Shit.
to lose her spouse can have no doubt that would have been devastating to the family. You
Whatever
Lightners aren't exactly
devastations-
wealthy by any means, and 2 incomes to feed all those mouths is, well, frankly, necessary.
John, I swear I just rolled this. I want to see if him saying this, if there's like how much he
Another fucking
believes
22.
what he's
Damn.
saying in terms of like him thinking that this would actually be good for
Rose.
Sammy. Yeah.
With the 22 insight, you can tell, and even after he's clarified with, I know that he drinks and gambles too much, you can guess that Father Ulrich feels that all souls still have opportunity for redemption. No one is too far gone, and that he believes that while Sammy's father might have been flawed, that there was still some good, and that despite his flaws, he genuinely believes that Rose would have missed him.
Fucking redemption paladins, dude.
Gross. I would like to use this opportunity to check on Dad, see if the bird is still there.
Okay. As you check back in, all right.
The bird's neck has been
Uh,
wrung. It's dead.
Above a 50, one thing happens. Below a 50, another thing happens. Okay, that was a luck roll for Sammy's father, and he rolled poorly. When you zoom back in on the bird, you can see that he gets up and walks over to a rocking chair in the corner next to an end table and pulls out a drawer, ruffles some things around, and then produces a bottle of brown colored liquid. You know it to be some sort of whiskey or some sort of booze, and he takes a few swigs from it directly and stashes it back inside of the drawer, and then wanders over and is just kind of looking around the room, kind of touching things aimlessly, stopping and staring at a painting for far too long, and about 5 minutes go by of him not moving, staring at a painting, before you realize nothing much of interest is happening.
All right, I'll go back to what's going on.
They're sort of crises and devastations that happen, and just because the forest fire clears way for other growth doesn't mean that other lives are tortured or destroyed.
Just because
What?
the forest fire clears way for other growth doesn't mean other. Are you saying
I just
the fire?
Is the fire good or bad here?
I mean, fire can be both. It can be destructive, but it can also give growth.
Is that what
It-
you're
it-
saying, Sammy?
But
Are you
I think
trying to
it's got
say
it
that
backwards?
if we undid the fire, that would have been bad?
Father, may I ask you a bit of a pointed question?
You may.
What you did for Mr. Leichner, how often do you do something like that?
It's not often that I see a poor dead soul wash up onto the shores of Red Hand Pool. Also, given that it happened to be the husband of a member of our congregation, rarely. If you mean resurrection, this town doesn't have much. And people do have mouths to feed, and I must pay the wages. Tithing just isn't enough to pay the folks who tend to the fields, so every now and then I will offer my services for a fee.
Speaking of payment, they've gotten quite an upgrade. Do you know how they were able to afford that after Mr. Leitner's, gambling issues?
I've never been one to agree with his habits, but I truthfully assumed that he had found a way to make one winning move, or had a run of luck, maybe to offset the situation that he found himself in Red Hand Pool.
My turn to insight that.
So you
30,
mentioned that
20.
you offer your services for a fee. Did Mr. Leitner pay a fee? Or did his wife?
Rain's insight first. That was his way of politely saying that he wasn't going to
Gotta
stick
gamble
his
the money.
nose
Yeah.
into places that it didn't belong. That's for the law to decide.
Fair.
He wasn't gonna stick his nose there and make assumptions. As for you, Arsis, your question about the fee, this was clearly a case where I acted out of the goodness of my own soul. I couldn't stand to watch and see Rose tend to the fields, upset about her husband passing potentially.
Did he say anything when he came to? I'm assuming you probably asked him a couple of questions.
He didn't remember much when he finally came to, but he was muttering your name as he had just been resurrected. It started out as a mumble and then turned into a blood-curdling scream. I could only imagine that it was just maybe the last thoughts that he was having before he passed. You should find yourself lucky that he was thinking of you in his dying moments.
And then, when you calmed him down, what did he say then?
He was out of it for quite some time, at least a full days, where he was just being fed liquids to keep stable. Bandages changed. Fever reduced. We ended up taking him home, and he showed his gratefulness. And that was just, a few days ago when they were still living just right across the granary fields. He didn't say much after that. He expressed his gratitude at me finding him there and giving him a new lease on life. And then a few days later, he came by and To answer your question, miss, when I originally resurrected him, I did it out of the goodness of my heart, but he seemed to pay it back, for which I was grateful.
And how would you say his health is currently?
Well, I haven't been by to check on him in some time, but I would assume that he's got to be up and moving around by now. Resurrection does take quite a toll on the body. We're normally out for 3-4 days. Not
I know.
out, but you feel it.
I know.
And he kind of looks at you with sort of an inquisitive glance after you repeat yourself. And then you must have taken care of people that have been brought back from the dead then.
Yeah, our friend Riker.
Is that so?
Well, yes. We've had plenty.
It's a long story, sir.
We've had plenty of experience with that, and I look over at Arceus.
Like we said, we're heroes of Suzail. We encountered plenty of danger along the way, and it's not just bruises and scrapes you get from fighting mushroom bears and rocks and like the bird, not like boulders. Traveling through the desert, dragons,
Beholders.
farm.
Oh, don't forget the genie.
The genie, yes.
Farum. Yeah.
Oh, and the occasional dragon.
He mentioned the dragon already.
Oh, did he?
What else?
It's been a long pair of 10 days.
Orc kings or goblin kings and their ilk.
There's also the sandworms.
Quite a journey you've had indeed. Now, I know you didn't just come here to ask about Rexel, did you? Is that all you came to discuss, was Rexel?
It's his father.
All I had.
And you were the one. What else would I be asking? I don't want to. I'm not looking for joining the church and doing other duties. I haven't been here in years.
Is there anything
No.
else going on in town we should know about? Something at the haunted halls, perhaps?
I wouldn't dare set foot in there. But it's because I
But
want
the
to keep my head.
Shuggaroths over there, or other things keeping you away?
No, it's just I prefer to see the dawn tomorrow and the next day. Most people that go up there don't come back. And there's just rumors and tales to be spread.
Well, you could always bring the dawn to the castle.
Well, yes, that's, I guess that's all we came to ask about, if you must know. Guess if there's nothing else going on, then our business here is concluded.
Thank you for bringing my father back.
How clenched is your jaw, Sammy? When you say that.
Huh?
How clenched is your jaw? Does that feel like you had to force that out?
I wouldn't say it was clenched, but there was a nice thick layer of spite to that statement. If he were to have rolled as a player for an insight check, he would realize that there was something amiss with that statement.
He tells you that you're welcome. The debt has been repaid, and not that it needed to be repaid to begin with, but we've lost enough people over the last few weeks. Every citizen counts.
How have you been losing people to the fungus or something else?
For being a hero of the realm, you sure ask a silly question. Of course, the fungus. There's
I didn't know if something else was going on. Okay.
The fungal threat had claimed many members of this town. Some of them business owners, some of them citizens, some of them working in the fields. Now,
How many of them were you able to resurrect?
well,
You can't, right? I thought that was the whole thing.
you could.
Whatever.
You would just have to do it one by one. The problem was the version of the spell that would be needed to mass, like, do everybody, would have been too powerful and would have cost too many lives to do it. But, you learn more about that later. But, yeah.
He couldn't, though, right?
My point is that
Or he
why
could.
did you wreck all over all of the other lives that were lost is kind of what I'm trying to dig in there a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
Like,
of the poetry
you
of
picked
it.
the wrong. You pulled out the left. You regrew the weed and pulled out all the flowers.
You don't understand. He probably went out for his morning walk, and then he was like thinking about. He was saying his morning prayers, and all of a sudden the sun hit the water just right, and there was the body, and there was like 3 lily pads out on the water, and somehow that symbolizes something, and so he had to bring him back.
No, guys. During the fungal infection, he was just on vacation. Clearly.
no,
Is this a conversation we're having in front of him? Because I love that idea.
the real answer
Being
would,
sarcastic in front of him.
yeah, and he, I mean, if you are having the conversation, he might even chime in a little bit. No. Okay.
Not what
I
I
don't
say.
think Kirk would say that. Yeah.
But for metagame knowledge, a lot of the fungal army would have been called to the tree, so the bodies wouldn't have necessarily been around the town to resurrect. But
Rip.
I mean, he could say that when it comes to my pointed question of why did you resurrect everyone else if you were just,
yeah, and well, 500 gold diamonds don't necessarily grow on trees. We have to be selective with who we choose.
Well, I hope the quality of the character of the people of this town hasn't been diminished with this choice versus others.
Well, so far he hasn't caused any trouble.
he's drunk right now.
Thank you.
I haven't been to check on him, so I wouldn't know. How would you know that? Did you just come from their estate?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, death does leave some lingering trauma. I mean, you've dealt with people that have died, and you clearly died. At least you said so. I'm sure you have some lingering trauma. And
I think he looks pretty good for it.
All in all, it could
Bless
be
you.
worse.
I think that you might spend some extra time trying to make sure that he is a productive member of society, if you can spare it.
Narcissus, he did a good thing. It's
He
up
did,
to
absolutely.
it's up to the person that he brought back to make that change. All he's doing is giving him a chance.
And since they moved out of the house and into another place, he's not exactly under the same eye as everybody else. Well, thank you, Father. Thank you for giving us all the info. And take care of the rest of the flock. I'm sure you will.
May Lathander give you the strength to face each dawn.
I wave him off and turn around.
Is there like a little donation box in this church?
Yeah, it'd be right as you're walking out, just like on the left-hand side, a little wooden box painted in bright hues of like yellows, oranges, and yeah.
As we leave, Rin will drop 6 gold in.
Ooh.
Ooh, fancy pants. Dropping gold.
We got a fuckload of money.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for John to drop the bombshell, like he has his vampire son in the basement or something.
I'll
This
see
ain't
Ren
Strahd, bitch!
I'll see Ren do that, and I'll put in 7.
Oh,
Where's
that was
Todd to
also
stick his
Father
father on
Ulrich
him?
too, wasn't it? Wasn't that also Father Ulrich?
I
What was
think
Father
so.
Remember?
I think it
It was
was.
like 5 years ago, John.
I think
Wait, in
that's what
Stroud?
reminded me of that
No.
scene so much.
It's all. I think it was like All Ridge or something.
I don't know.
It sounds similar, I think.
Yeah. Rin.
Is it
But there's no
Father
Todd here to
Lucian?
stick him on his dad.
Lucian was one of them, but there was another one who hung himself.
Yeah, you
Which was
weren't
being
there
killed
for it
son.
yet, Rin.
Yeah.
But there was a real quality moment where the cleric of the group decided to try to pick up the priest and like throw him to his like frenzied vampire starving son as like food. It was choice character
He's very
moment.
passionate.
It was
It was a decision.
Wild.
it was
Wait,
one
that
of the
happened?
moments of all time.
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't. I just remember saving the town by closing the door on all of you with the vampire inside the
That's
Yeah,
right.
'cause
Yeah,
you
you
left
wouldn't
us
have remembered
behind,
because you were
right?
upstairs. Yeah, you climbed the
Mhm.
ladder. Yeah, you shut the door.
You locked us in the
Classic
basement
Ira.
with a frenzy vampire
Yeah.
and a crazy cleric.
It was the logical thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways,
Oh, Lord.
back to Cormyr. As you leave and you are
Good
standing
times.
out in front of the House of Mourning, facing out into the golden fields across the way, seeing the silos and the heavy smell of grain. What are you thinking? What do you want to do?
I'll check on Dad again to see what's going on.
The bird is no longer perched on the windowsill. But the bird is flying high. And from what you can see in this moment, the house is ablaze.
No. What?
What?
No.
Fucking what?
Wait, what?
The house is on fire.
Okay, ours is be like, guys, we gotta get
Well,
back to
okay.
Dad's dad right now. The
So
house is on
I was
fire.
gonna say before Arsa said that, like I'm gonna look in the direction of the house and just like ponder for a second, what the hell am I gonna do with Daddy Dearest? But do I see smoke then?
Yeah,
It's really far.
it is a decent way. I will say, sort of simultaneously, you're squinting, trying to figure out, like, this isn't just like rolling black smoke. The house isn't fully engulfed at this point, but you can see some bits of flames on the rooftop. No more. At this point for you, Sammy, it just looks like maybe a large campfire out in the distance. But for you, Arsis, you're able to see from the bird's eye view that the house is on fire.
Yeah, so I'll start running and screaming fire and
Give me a perception check.
19.
Okay. You see not only the house ablaze, but you see horses with a small wagon attached to the back, riding fast, heading south.
You were from the house.
From the
so
house.
Yeah.
I will wave them ahead and take a couple more minutes with the bird's perception to see what the bird sees. I can't
I'm
control it.
already
I
running.
can't ask it to do anything. So
Yeah.
Okay.
if I can get some sort of view of the wagon, that would be like the people in the wagon, what they look like.
Yeah, the bird stays too far away to be able to pick out any like great details of. You can essentially see that there's 4 riders, one of them very big and burly, and then you notice that shortly after leaving the Leitner estate headed south, they turn east. Yeah, I'm not sure how far you want to continue in their view while you're staying behind.
Well, it's just the bird's perception, so it's only as far as the bird can see it. If the bird flies off in a different direction or does something else, then
Right now,
I'll
the
lose
bird
sight
is
of
just
it.
kind of circling above.
Yeah.
It hasn't decided to
I
to
can
flee
move
the area
faster
yet.
than everyone else, so I'm okay with staying a little longer, just to kind of keep an eye if I can see where they're going. As until they're out of view, then I'll run and catch up.
Okay.
I think Sammy is like way ahead of all of us.
Yeah. He's the only one who's going
After-
faster than me.
While Arsis is still like viewing and we're starting to run, Rin's going to shout to Herc, "Summon your steed! Here's the decanter of endless water. Go put out that fire."
And she can't hear.
Oh, he's talking to
She's
her.
saying it to Herc.
Oh, to Herc. I thought you said to her.
Nope. Herc.
For the dawn! Dawn star!
I was hoping for how
Show
long a
us-
day.
Show us the definition of speed.
As you summon your horse and begin galloping ahead of everyone, Arsis eventually, I'll say the last thing that you're able to see is, before the bird trails off, is that we're looking at the map right now. Down here is Sammy's parents' home.
Mm-hmm.
This is the route that they took.
Okay.
Whoop.
I don't see anything. Okay. All right.
And where are we right now? We're up at. Sorry.
Over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up at like 11, 12.
Yeah, you're
okay.
up at 11. Yeah.
Cool.
And so, your general awareness of the geography of Cormyr would allow you to know that that road that they turned on goes all the way to Arabel.
Oh.
All right. I'll clock that and then lose the connection and start running.
Okay. Alrighty. Herc, you arrive on the scene. The house fire now strong. Tell me what you want to do. What are you thinking? Okay. Do you want to? I imagine you're using the portion of the decanter of endless water that creates like the giant spout and expels all the water at once or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I think
At
it
least
leaves a
yeah.
steady stream for the geyser. It does like for like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fountain geyser produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forth in a geyser 30 feet long and 1 foot wide.
Oh, it's only wait, 30 gallons of water? Ooh, that's not much.
30,000 gallons of water is what she meant to say.
But we can use it
I think
more
it's
than
30
once a day,
gallons
guys.
per action.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's no limit to how many times you can use its endless water, so...
It's literally endless water.
Well, I was thinking that there was something about that specific action that caused it to like you couldn't use it again until like a long rest happened, but I didn't have the item up in front of me.
It's
Okay.
in the party equipment now.
Oh,
I'm looking now.
it's okay. I
Inventory,
think
party. It's the only thing that's in there.
Oh, if
thematically,
you reload, everything is in there now.
it's not going to make too much of a difference as you take some time to start quenching the flames. Where do you want to start with? Are you going to go in? Are you going to remain from the outside? Are you going to aim for the windows? How are you going to go about quenching this fire?
Whatever I see
The most
first.
important question, is it fresh water or salt water?
Good question.
Does salt water react differently with fire?
No.
Fresh?
But you get to
I don't-
pick.
I don't mind drinking some as I go along.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll get thirsty.
yeah, for sure.
And I'll shout out for people in the house to see if I can rescue them if there's anybody else in there.
Yeah. Because you didn't necessarily get the information of the people leaving, so
No.
you wouldn't know. Give
I'm
me
here to rescue you. Come towards my voice.
a persuasion check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Oh wait, I have advantage on persuasion checks for some reason. What is this from?
Was it for certain situations or?
I'm trying to see what's giving me this, but yeah, I have an A next to it.
If you hover, it should tell you why.
It just says advantage.
If you click on it, though, it might tell you.
Oh, if I click on it?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Charisma allows
Are
you
there,
to honestly and
Okay.
graciously convince someone of something.
are there any dwarves in the house?
Oh,
See, mine
Might-
are like in my saving throw section. I have a bunch of advantages. Check in your features and traits.
no, he did.
No,
that's
no,
that's the
it's-
that's
it's-
the answer.
It's my belt of dwarven kind.
Yeah, I see it now too.
Oh.
So
Um,
any
It's
dwarves that
dwarves.
interact with have advantage.
Young children don't count as dwarfs.
Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, no. Nobody comes.
All right.
Some of the stuff-
Well, that
How
could be a good thing. The house could be empty, right?
how fast would Herc's Halongade movement be?
Dawnstar.
Dawnstar, whatever,
yeah.
whichever one.
Long a day is slower than
Dawnstar is what, 45? So 90 feet.
Dawnstar is like 6.
Is it 60?
Yeah, I think so.
Depends on if it's a regular horse or if it's a war horse.
Oh, I guess.
I think Dawnstar would be a warhorse, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, he's a spirit horse.
You're a spirit horse.
But they have
No, it's
different
still
speeds.
60. It's still 60 feet.
Okay, so 120 compared to what? You're 90?
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets there enough to.
Wait, actually, no, 70, because I have the aura of alacrity.
Okay,
so
so
anything-
140 to 90. So you get there about a third faster than he does. Okay, so I'm going to say he pops the decanter of endless water, and then shit, you guys are gonna arrive another third behind Sammy, because he's blazing fast with his bonus action dash. Herc, you start to put out the fire. And after you're yelling to see if there's any signs of life inside of the building for you to target, to try to save, and hearing no call in return, Sammy shows up. And Sammy, you now get the full view of the farmhouse, fully set ablaze. Herc putting a small dent into it.
Like all four corners of the house on fire? Was it located in one area and it's spreading?
Judging by the size of the flames, you would say that it started towards the front of the house and is working its way back.
Okay. I'm going to try to run towards the back of the house, see if there's a window I can smash, and try to get in. Reckless, I know, but whatever. I need to
Trying
find out
6
what's
days might
going
as
on.
well.
Yep.
Okay. You're able to smash a window and step inside. You find yourself in the dining room. Some of the
And I'm
drapes.
shouting out Mom. I'm shouting out any of my siblings' names.
Okay.
Do I hear anything beside the fire roaring in the front of the house?
No.
Okay. I'm going to use my slippers of spider climbing and get to the roof of the room, or the ceiling of the room. There we go. And I'm going to try to look for any walkways that lead up to the second story.
To be clear, I am
Why are
yelling
you
at the fire
why are
as
you
well.
climbing on the ceiling? That's
Because
where all
I
the
don't know
smoke's
if
at.
I don't know if there's any holes in the ground at this point.
But he's upside
Although-
down, so his head is right by the floor.
Primo.
But just above the
Perfect.
flames.
Thanks, Rick.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you haven't been inside yet.
No.
Navigating your way from the dining room out into the long entranceway, you can see Herc on the opposite side through the front door as he's spraying the decanter of endless water, and you can see that a single set of stairs goes up the right side of the hallway that would allow you to make your way upstairs. So a lot of the flames from the front entrance seem to have been extinguished, at least in this very central area, from Herc. So you'll have, right now it's just a lot of steam and smoke.
Okay. Up into the second floor I will go.
Are you just shouting, or are you actively looking anywhere?
I'm shouting
saying-
and looking.
oh.
Like, I'm doing whatever I can to try to hear anything, to see anything, whatever I can do.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Oh, come on. I hope it's a
Give me
22.
22.
Ooh.
Okay.
Better than a 22.
Because we wished for 22 and it was like, no, fuck you, we're gonna do better.
This is for your mom.
Okay. Two primary rooms are on the back side of the house. The dining room and the kitchen across the hall. As you leave the dining room into the main entranceway, seeing Herc, you start to head that way towards the stairs, but a glint of something catches your eye and causes you to look left, and you can see a hand on the ground holding limply a kitchen knife.
Does it look like a hand of a woman or a hand of a child? Doesn't matter. I'm going
Or the
right to
hand
it,
of a
and I'm
dwarf.
gonna grab it.
You're grabbing
What if
the
it were a
hand?
gnome? Yes.
Okay. Detaching yourself from the ceiling, because you wouldn't be able to reach it from the ceiling, and clambering down to the ground, you can see the lifeless form of Rexy.
Fuck.
Surveying very quickly the scene.
Okay.
You see a pool of blood underneath of him, soaking the wooden floorboards, and a large wound in his stomach.
Herc, it's a god. Oh. I need you in here. And I'm going to try to. He's just stabbed. Like, nothing's fallen on him or anything like this, right?
That is correct, yes, he's just stabbed.
Okay.
Right? I hear him.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna grab Rexy, and I'm gonna try to carry him out to the wherever Herc is, just spraying everything down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put him down in front of Herc, and then I'm gonna run back into the house.
I guess I see the wound and I'll try to heal.
okay.
him.
What heal do you use?
Lay on hands, 5 points.
Okay.
While I'm running back into the house, I will pull out a piece of copper, and I'll just point in the general direction of the house. Mom, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mom, are you in this house?
No response.
I'm gonna go back up to the top.
Okay. Herc has stopped with the quenching of the flames for a moment as he is attempting to heal your brother. So I want you to make a dexterity check. Or I guess I'll say give me a dex save. To avoid falling
There's
bits
our
of debris.
22.
Yeah, as bits of falling debris come crashing down, as the joists in the roof just collapse, you're able to dodge out of the way. Just a few embers kind of glancing off of your clothes, but you're able to skirt by unharmed, searching the upstairs, finding your way into what appears to be a bedroom. from maybe even Arceus's description, might have been one that you could recognize as the room that Rexel was in, and it appears to be empty.
Anybody else here? Anybody? And I will just like kick down any door that I possibly can.
I'll give you
Not knowing the layout of the house, not knowing how much time I have.
yeah, give me one more dexterity saving throw and a perception check. And then it's right around this time, I would say, that probably Arceus and Rin and Riker eventually make their way. Arceus catching up to Rin and Riker, and all three of you arriving to see Herc over top of the young boy's body, pumping 5 points of lay on hands
John,
into
quick
him.
question for you.
Yes.
As we're running, could I have been like picking up like small stones? I want to use magical tinkering to create a small light on each of them that I pick up.
Okay. Yeah. This isn't as civilized as something like Arabel or Marzember or Suzail. In a lot of the dirts or the roads are dirt, with plenty of stones that you could find along the way. Dexterity save. You take 4 total points of fire damage. But with that perception, you would feel that you were able to sweep the house as thoroughly as possible, and you feel confident that there's no one left inside the house.
Okay, gonna grab something in the bedroom and smash the window. And then I'm gonna crawl out and run down the side of the house.
Okay. Herc, as you pump 5 points of lay on hands into the young man, he coughs up a bit of blood and just barely, weakly opens his eyes.
Spray some water on his face. Not 30 gallons, but just a little bit to
Waterboarding
clear
him.
out the blood.
Yeah.
Blasting his face off with it.
Kind of immediately washing the blood away from his mouth and neck that he had just spit up, looking up at you. The words that he says before he kind of falls back into a limbo, unconscious state was, "Did I save her?" And then head kind of rests back down.
Did I save her?
That doesn't seem good.
I wonder what he...
Get him.
Sammy,
You bring him. You save him.
yeah, as you come back around, you just see the resting figure of your brother.
Take care of him. I gotta put these flames down.
I'll kneel down next to Rexy. And I'll just pull him into my lap. Just brush his hair away from his face.
It's soaking
Dry
wet.
him off.
Yeah.
He's breathing, though. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to shake him a little bit.
He responds slightly, opening his eyes, and you hear like a whimper. Sammy?
Rexy. What happened? What happened?
They came and they took Dad. And they tried to take Mom, but I wouldn't let them.
Where is she? Where is she?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You did what you could. What about Annie? What about Gwendol? Tice? Where are they?
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
Sorry, where were they?
I just remember Mom telling them to go run and hide. And then the big man tried to snatch her. And I stabbed him. And that's all I remember.
You remember anything that they said?
Something about Dad taking something that didn't belong to him. Arsis, what's your passive perception? I know Rin's is gonna see it, but what's yours? I think yours is next
mine's
highest.
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. About this time, as you both are taking in the scene, something catches the corner of your eyes, and you both peep towards the barn. And you see two probably waist-high heads peering around the corner of the barn. And then as you look in their direction, they both very, very quickly, but they're little kids. They don't have the fastest of reflexes. They snatch their heads back in, hoping that they weren't seen. But you clearly got a glimpse of Tyson Gwendol.
Did you
So
see
Sammy's
what I
already
saw?
looked through the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The barn isn't
I'm
also
gonna-
on fire, is it?
No, the barn is not on fire.
So I'll look at Rin, kind of nod at her, and then head out of the house.
Yeah. Rin's gonna go over to the barn too.
I'm not gonna go to the barn. I'm gonna actually go into the forest.
Oh.
And I'm gonna call Ardu.
Hmm.
Well, Rin's gonna go to the barn.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have
Them
Ardu do a
kids.
sweep of the area to see if we can find anybody else. 'Cause that's only 3 of the siblings, and there's like what, 5 total?
One more.
There's like 8.
There's Annie.
I thought it was like
We got, like,
10.
It's
We got, like,
5
20 kids.
Yeah, it's 5 including Sammy. Yeah. Okay.
No,
30 kids in a house. You know how it,
think
things get a
it's-
little
yeah,
crazy. People forget
They're
people.
like rabbits.
Mix their names up.
I mean, yeah, that happens in my family even when there's only 2 kids. Anyways,
So
think
yeah,
that
so
happens
I'm
in
gonna call
any
Ardu and then ask him to kind of do a sweep. Also, for him to look for any blood that he can find that we can trail while she's
Okay.
comforting the children, because I wouldn't be good at that.
Yeah, that's more of a Rin job.
Uh-huh. So it looks like I'm going out with you, but then we get to the thing and I go this way and you go that way.
Riker and Herc, your passive perceptions are high enough to see Rin wandering over to the barn, and Arsis wandering off into the forest, talking with Ardu. Rin, as you go into the barn, surveying the area, you see kind of a stack of gardening tools off on the right-hand side, a saddle, and a tied-up horse in the back. And kind of looking around for the hidden children, you see kind of behind the hay bales, on the left-hand side, you can see like their feet still sticking out, where they clearly know that their head and their top part of their body is hidden, but their legs are still sticking out in plain sight, and
Fucking
you're
idiots.
able to find them.
Rin will stay like very far away, but she'll, kind of count the feet, making sure is it just
It's just
four
the
or
two.
two pairs of feet? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
2, 4, 6.
She'll
9.
very gently call out, "Hello? I'm one of Sammy's friends. I saw the fire. We're trying to help. Sammy's out front if you want to come out. It's okay, it's safe."
And you can hear some mutterings and like the raised voices of them saying, "Sammy? Sammy?" and confirming with each other, knowing that he's potentially outside. And eventually they get up, and the two little faces stand nervously at the other end of the barn, looking out at you and kind of, "It's safe, you're sure?"
Rin will even drop down on one knee and offer her hands, "It's safe, I promise."
And they come
Danger.
your way.
Yeah.
And
Here's some candy, little children.
Hop into my unmarked van.
and then they
With
say,
no windows.
our little sister is in the basement of this house, and we have to go save her. That's a Death
Hey.
House story. No, I'm just kidding. They don't
Oh.
actually say that. That's a Death House
Okay.
reference. That's a Strahd.
Oh man.
Shift to the campaign.
Again.
No, I'm just kidding. It's just one of those
Strahd,
You have
sessions.
to fight the animated armor all over again. Damn.
No, okay, sorry, serious.
Strahd again? Always been Strahd.
Back, yeah, it's been Strahd this whole time. No, sorry, back serious mode. They say these scary people showed up and they were yelling, and we didn't understand what they were yelling about. But they took Mom, Dad, and Annie.
Hey, I'm really sorry to hear that, but I promise you it's okay now. We're gonna figure this out, okay? Do you
Yeah.
want to come with me?
Yeah. And as they step outside of the barn, they see you, Sammy, and immediately run up to you and grab either side, being careful not to step on Rexy. And Gwendol asks, "Is Rexy sleeping?"
Yeah, he's taking a little nap right now. And I'll grab them both and pulling them in tight. Where's Annie?
A big scary man said that they were going to Postolution. They were something about they had to make their money back.
Right. So I've spent a little time in Arabel.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like anything that I might have heard in Arabel? No, not knowing that they're actually in Arabel.
I think they're saying prostitution.
Yes, thank you, Arsis. That wouldn't necessarily be a history check to decide if you knew where Postolution was inside of Arabel, but maybe even like an insight check to see whether or not you could discern. But with Arsis there and the real brains figuring it out, she gently nudges you and informs you that she thinks the kid's trying to say prostitution.
Is there a brothel in that town? Over to the east?
Is there a brothel in the town?
Sure
Sure there is.
There is a brothel, but as many cities in Cormyr, sometimes when you're dealing with things that aren't quite legal in some areas, they might not necessarily be marked on the map.
Yeah.
All right, I haven't been looking at the D&D chat. Let's go see what people are memeing.
All right, so I'm hugging them. Okay, you're safe now. I look at the house, and I'm sure it's more and more on fire with every passing moment, unless Herc is doing a job maintaining it. Being a firefighter.
Yeah, Herc was doing a firefighter. I'm gonna say, with endless amounts of water, he's able to extinguish the flame. But the house is toast. Like it's beyond repair. But the fire is not burning anymore.
Well, that fire won't be spreading to the rest of the town anytime soon. It thought it was wild, but I was the deluge. Is Rexy all right? What happened?
He's fine. I'll look at the two of them and ask them to describe the big burly dude.
Good news is it seems like we have witnesses that state that Mom, Dad, and another child was taken with the wagon.
So it sounds like some shadowy criminal figures were involved. I thought
Yes,
that was
Dad.
suspicious. Fires don't stab people.
They went off to the east, the next town over, I think.
Next town over, that would be...
Should we go follow them?
Oh! You don't think
Oh.
they... Arabel?
I think we need to make sure the kids are cared for before we rush off and do anything.
Yes.
Can we take them to Father Ulrich, maybe?
That was my first thought, too. But that might be because he's the only other person we have any contact with in this town. Sammy.
Not true. We've actually talked to the innkeeper at 2 inns.
Yeah, and
I
remember,
think there was a
you
shop
hated
here.
the waitress. She had red hair, and you're like, oh, that's not what Suni would be like at all.
Yeah. And I think there was a shopkeeper. We also, and then the guy with the horses too.
There was
think
also
that
a
was
cop, I
years-
think, that we didn't
That feels like years ago to me.
It was 9 days ago, 8 days ago.
Let me see. It was day 7. We're on day 20, so
2 weeks ago.
13 days ago.
Yeah.
Wow. So, is that in
Alright,
your
notes.
notes? Can you
Yeah.
send that to me? Or
Yeah, I
can
can
you
send
have
you updated
access to
notes.
that? Yeah, please. Awesome.
Yeah.
Father Ulrich knows them better. It's not a bad choice, at least.
You're not gonna leave us,
We
are
should
you,
get them
Sammy?
safe.
I have to go get Mom. I have to go get Annie.
Should we take them with us?
No.
No.
I mean, it's Arabel. They get to see Arabel.
I'm gonna
I'm sure we
squat
can
down to
find
the
some-
children. Well, he's talking, and I'll be like, "Do you all want to ride a dragon?" Very awkwardly.
It doesn't
He's
bite.
friendly. Nope, he won't bite anybody. I said not to bite.
Okay.
Artie,
Ma-
come here.
And
Little red
Ardu
dragon
comes
comes
up,
up.
reading the situation, kind of keeps his head down sheepishly as he comes in. Kind of, you know how when dogs like have their ears laying kind of flat, and you can tell that they have just a A submissive
look,
demeanor, yeah. Does that to show no threat to the children. They spend a moment petting the scales, to which, Ardu allows them to do, and eventually you help them up onto the dragon, and they hold on to each other as well as like Ardu's neck tightly.
My attempt to
Before
distract them from the terror of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
before anything happens, Sam is going to take out his sketchbook and tear out a piece of paper and write down on it, house on fire. Please watch them. We'll be back.
I was gonna walk over there. It's okay. If you guys want to go,
We don't have time to waste.
We should probably get some horses.
Fuck.
Sammy, if we rush into something we're not aware of, then we could get caught too. I think we should take our time and actually scout and let them get settled and comfortable before we show up.
We don't have time.
It doesn't sound
We can-
like that your mom and sister, they wanted them to be damaged. I think we do have time.
We can split up. 2 of you can go talk to Father Ulrich. 3 of us can go get horses for those of us that don't already have something to ride.
Sammy, you and I could leave right now. Think of it. The 2 of us out on the road.
There is a horse
They
in the
can
stable.
all handle everything else, and
That the horses ran off with the fire.
No, the horse was tied up. There's just one horse. And because it was in the barn and it was tied up in the barn, like it didn't have anywhere to go. There's just one of them.
Could Dawnstar and Ardu take 2 people on it?
Not at full speed, but yeah.
Okay. Well, then we should still probably get 2 horses.
well, Dawnstar could probably handle 2 people. Especially with the... Maybe it wouldn't go as fast, but still fast.
Fair,
I'm gonna
but
go to the barn and untie the horse and lead it out.
Give me an animal
think he's
handling
scared to
check
ride with
at
me.
disadvantage.
Wow, this should be fun.
Okay.
Looks pretty fun to me.
With a 0 right there? That's a good roll.
dying.
Thanks,
Yeah,
sorry.
I
You getting
didn't-
the horse
yeah.
to the spine?
Yeah, as you can see it, you grab its reins, and your initial instincts are to swing open the gate and pull the horse out, because you gotta go. And you see, as you turn back to look at the horse, you see the fear in its eyes, and it starts to pull and resist, and you slow and calm it, and eventually are able to lead it back out.
Okay.
I imagine while you're talking to them, you're probably picking up the saddle and fitting the horse for riding.
Yeah. So it'll be a few minutes while I'm in the barn doing that. And I'll bring it out. Okay, all right. I'll take my siblings to Father Ulrich and just how many horses do we need? We need
We just need 2.
two. Okay. All right, Arsis, Kirk, go ahead and see what you can do about tracking them down.
You want me to
if-
ride ahead? I could find us a place. How will you meet me?
What is... So while I spent some time over there in Arabel, I'm thinking about probably a shady fucking little hole in the wall type of place that I probably camped down in.
Okay.
Before I left the city.
Okay. You'll have to give me a moment to navigate to that. We can play out the rest of this while.
That's
Sammy, if we're gonna meet up with Herc and Miss Arsis, we can use the scrying orb to see where they're at and just meet them there.
That would work.
my God.
I'll meet you at the Pride of Arabel. It's the nicest place in the region, and we can afford it.
No, we don't need to go to the Pride of Arabel. We can.
Why not?
Just somewhere
It's gonna be in
to
Arabel.
how about somewhere just to lay low for now?
I'm gonna
Mr. Herc?
start walking towards Father Ulrich with the kids on the dragon, because y'all arguing about this stuff, and I want to get
Yeah,
going.
we should all probably at least start moving while we.
I'm sure they'll be able to accommodate us if I talk to the owners. And remember, we're heroes of the realm now.
We'll meet you there, Mr. Herc, and I'll just also start going.
I mean,
You have the
I
orb. You
personally
met my
think
mother.
Splitting up's a bad idea since we're not familiar with the area, but that's just my opinion.
Well, then, give me my siblings, and I will go over to the dragon
They're
and
free to do
take.
what they'd like.
And I'll take not Annie, like Gwendel's hand. Come with me. You go with Herc, with Ardu. See what you can find out, and fine, we'll meet at the Pride of Arabel. At the end of the day. See what you can find, and we'll be 10 minutes behind you.
What do
All
the
right,
kids do?
Sammy.
John,
What? Sorry.
what did the kids do? Did they fight him or go with Sammy?
Hold on. I thought they were riding on Ardu. You had started dragging them
yeah.
off a long ass time
Sammy
ago.
is forcefully removing them from Ardu and trying to send me off with Herc.
Oh, I misunderstood the situation. I thought you guys were moving away as they were already arguing, and
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, if Sammy were to, they're gonna default to whatever Sammy tells them. So if he
So
tries
you
to
know.
pull them off, they will kind of bummed that they're leaving the dragon, but they wouldn't fight him.
That's what I need to know.
Sorry about that.
All right. No,
I
that's
was
cool.
looking at Arabel stuff because we were quickly transitioning and you guys were calling out places of things that I didn't have prepared. So yeah, sorry.
Joseph just makes up places.
Yep.
Canon now.
I mean, no, it is canon. The Pride of Arabel is absolutely a place.
Just is not making up stuff. Awesome.
Oh yeah, I looked it up.
All right. That's what you want. I'll defer to you. Let's go, and I'll hop on Ardu, and I'll start riding off towards the west.
How far away is Arabel?
About 20 miles.
Okay.
Like
Let's
a
do
So
day.
it
a
on a
full
day.
day's ride.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
early enough
it's
in the day.
now mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
We
Uh,
showed up at
12-ish.
lunchtime. We went to talk to the priest, and now we're back. It's probably been about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I would say, yeah, it's probably about an hour and a half. Since you guys got here.
All right. So I'll head off towards where I saw the wagon go. Full gallop.
Okay. Who else is accompanying you?
Whoever wants.
Me.
Mr. Herc,
Okay.
our scouts.
I think horse is faster than my dragon.
Yeah.
Your horse is faster than my dragon.
I'll wait up for you.
Yeah, you guys set off following the trail of the wagon that had left Sammy's parents' house. And what is it? The remaining three of you are going to Father Ulrich's and then to grab more horses? Or is it just Sammy going to Father Ulrich's and then the two of you are going to get horses?
That probably makes sense, the second one.
Yeah, probably just more
Okay.
efficient that way.
Yeah.
Let me cost of horse 5e.
Gold.
No. A draft horse is 50 GP.
Close.
We can take that from the group money since you and I didn't spend everything on cool stuff earlier.
Yeah, that works with me.
Cool.
So remove
Okay.
100 gold pieces. And then Sammy, how's your interaction with Father Ulrich gonna be? Are you literally just like tossing the kids off, like leaving them at the front doorstep with a note pinned on them and telling them good luck?
No, I won't do that. It's my brother and sister.
I was like,
I'll go in with. Is Rexy still unconscious, sleeping?
He's not unconscious, but he's very weak.
Okay. Is he walking on his own or no?
He probably could if you needed him to.
No, I'll carry him then. So then the twins are probably just holding on to some article of clothing or my pack or something like that as I'm walking to the house or the church. And then when I get to the church, I'll holding Rexy awkwardly, opening the door, and I'll push through it. Ulrich, where are you?
He is front and center up at the altar. He turns around. In initially going to say something witty like, "Twice in one day you must," and then sees you carrying your brother and the two kids in tow, and immediately runs to your. By the dawn, what happened?
I'm not sure yet. Something to do with my father. But the house was set ablaze. Him, my mother, Annie. Somebody came in and took them. Rexy was wounded, but Herc saved him. And Heis and Gwendolyn, they snuck away. But I gotta track them down. I need you to watch over them.
Yes, we can absolutely take care of them. I'll pull some people in from the fields and we'll try to.
I immediately begin looking for a bed, anything, a cot. I prefer not to put them on any hard surfaces if there are any available. However, if there isn't, then the altar table that would be next to the altar, I guess. I would probably clear some stuff out of the way and gently set them down on that.
There's some pillows up towards where people would kneel and pray to the Morning Lord, and you're able to rest him on the pillows. Father Ulrich says,
the hair out of his face again.
"I'll take good care of him, I promise.
He tried doing the little soldier thing that he played around all the time when he was smaller. And I'll look at Ulrich. Oh, God, the bastards that did this.
Now, Sammy. No need for violence. Two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, but it needs to end at some point, doesn't it?
Just be careful.
Then I'll turn around and look at Gwendol and Tysel. Look, come here. Everything will be fine. You'll be with Father Ulrich for the next day or so. Everything will be okay. I'll be back in a day or two. I'm gonna find Mom and I'm gonna find Annie. And I'll bring him back.
Be careful.
I'll be fine, I promise you. Came back. Saw you. I'll come back again.
Okay.
You two watch each other, and I know Rexy will look over you when he's better able to, but just watch over him until he's able to, okay?
Yeah, we can do that.
You're good kids.
Why does bad stuff happen all the time?
Because some people make terrible decisions and unfortunately you just happen to be there. But that's gonna change. That will change at some point. We'll get you out of these stupid things, and you won't have to worry about stupid people anymore. I'll make it better for you, one way or another.
And they just kind of look at you and give you a hug.
Hug him real tight.
And you would
Give him
probably
each a kiss on the side of the head.
have to pry them off of you to leave.
So it'll be okay. I promise.
And they go and stand by Father Ulrich after you've pushed them off and allow you to leave.
Take care of them.
He nods in your direction.
I turn around and immediately beeline it for if that horse is still out there, I'm gonna grab it. If they took the horse with them, I'm making it towards the stable.
I think the horse would still be with you because they were getting
Okay.
two horses from their stable. I'll say for the sake of simplicity, the three of you have your horses and are able to leave probably about 20 minutes behind Herc and Arsis. All right.
On the road again.
Yeah. Is this a Ride like the wind bullseye moment.
Probably.
I think so.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Okay. At what
I was listening
point
to that song quite a bit recently.
would you stop?
How
We'll get
far can
there.
we go?
I mean,
However long the road takes us.
you could travel all the way to Arabel if you wanted to, but horses might be tired. You might be tired.
I mean, probably at least when the sun goes down. I don't know how much further we would go past that.
I don't think Sammy's gonna let you stop until we get to Arabel.
I would be pushing you guys every inch of the way.
I do whatever Sammy wants, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's an all-nighter.
Give me a second, because it's only... Technically you could make it there in like 8 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So it would be at a fast pace. So your perception checks and everything would be at a disadvantage. But you would be able to make it there actually without any sort of exhaustion. You would be getting to Arabel around the time that the sun would be going down, around like 8 p.m. Let me look at the map here. $22. Okay. Traveling eastward. Long time passing by fields of where you see roaming animals, horses, bison, cows, just lots of different animals in different pastures, farms, farmland everywhere. Eventually you come to a large river, the Starwater River, heading south, and you cross a bridge. Just on the other side you can see a large walled city, massive towers, not quite as high as the ones of Suzail, but you can tell that you are approaching the what's that, 22? The High Horn Gate of Arabel, the western side of the city. The pride of Arabel is, and I don't have the map populated for you guys at the moment.
Fine. I would assume there's a gate guard of some sort, correct?
Not to the extent of what you like, they're not going to stop every single traveler that's going in.
That's fine.
But yes, there are some there. Yes, if you're looking for a gate guard, you would absolutely see some kind of in, standing off to the side.
Okay. Hey. Hey. Sorry. You've seen a man, and I'll use the description that I got from all three of them. About the big burly dude.
I think I skipped it because Arsa said something and I directed towards her, and I meant to come back to you after you had asked Tyson Gwendol what they saw. But the most prominent detail that you would have gotten out of them would have been that this man had a large tattoo of a black boar on his arm, and he was wearing kind of a cut-off jerkin, showing his big hairy arms with the face side profile of a black boar with tusks. I know, very, very hot.
Maybe sporting a fresh wound that he had covered up, tried to bandage himself. Anybody like this pass through?
Well, I know who you're talking about, but nobody like that passed through these gates. We would have saw it. You're looking for Vaymar. They call him the Black Boar. He has some shops that he owns in town. I have the handout. Let me look at it. Don't tell me it didn't save.
How dare they?
Ain't no way, brother. Hold on, let me type it.
We get live.
No. It's a good thing we're probably not going to get to the main portion of it today. Oh, fuck me. Okay, let me look at, because I created a handout in D&D Beyond, or in Roll20, so I could look at it there, but I guess I will have to go through. He owns a series of shops. Got a bookstore around there called the Ash and Quill, bakery called the Hearthstone, Oak and Iron Meats, all of them kind of on one solid block towards the east end of town. If you want, they have an inn attached there, the Wayward Rest. You'd be able to go over there and probably ask the innkeeper, see if he's in. But I haven't seen him pass through here. He's a notable figure of the town.
Is he usually here then, daily, or does he take periods where he's gone for stretches?
Did Arsis mention that there was a wagon to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, I can't believe that didn't save. That's a big bummer. Sorry, Sammy, ask the question again. I got distracted.
There any periods where like he disappears for a couple of days on end?
We don't
Or is he
normally
usually
ask
just
about his comings and goings. He kind of does what he wants around here. People tend to turn a blind eye to him, and the less you watch him, the better, I suppose. But he normally doesn't hide. He keeps in pretty plain sight, if you ask me.
He'll turn the horse back around and I mentioned or nod towards the town and start heading in.
Okay. I suppose Herc and Sammy. You're the first ones to arrive. Wait, no. Who is it? Is it Herc and Arsis?
Yeah.
Herc and Arsis.
Herc and Arsis were the ones. Okay, so if Sammy's getting to the gates, Herc and Arsis probably already made it there. So let me be with them for a moment, real quick.
Yeah.
You guys would have arrived at Arabel probably, I don't know, an hour before they did. What would you have done?
Well, here it is, Arsis. A true taste of the finest civilization has to offer. No more leaves, no more trees. Well, trees, but thick forests and thorns and brambles and crap. You're going to get a real taste for fine living here.
So are you saying this place is better than Suzale?
Looking around, Uh, it's not a dump by any means. But Suzail is still, especially the more lavish portions, is much finer city than Arabel.
It's got a quaint elegance, though, that you just can't find anywhere else.
I mean, so do the trees, forest. I mean, at this point, Herc, we've had dangers in all sorts of environments. We had the Mushroom Village that, tried to kill us. We had Suzail where I died. We had
Whoa,
underground
hold on.
dungeon where Riker died. I mean, at this point, I think that every place kind of is.
Whoa! Never said there couldn't be any danger. I don't know any place that's like that. Just saying that we'll probably really good food here, really nice accommodations. The pride of Arabel. That's where we'll be staying.
Well, shall we go get settled in?
Ooh,
Wait
I
for the
just
others, or
realized
shall
Rin
we-
has most of our money. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Money, but Rin just keeps count of it.
That's where we're supposed to meet them.
I got a couple copper. Maybe they'll let us in.
You've really developed a sense of humor during our travels together.
Well, I don't know about you, but Ardu needs to rest after that hard ride.
Well, Dawnstar is a spirit of this celestial realm.
Ardu's a
Yes,
dragon.
we'll find. I'm sure the pride of Arabel can accommodate us in some way, and surely they've heard of us. Maybe word hadn't reached Evenstar, but Arabel, and they've got connections.
I'm sure
Arabel.
have heard of us, but don't we have some more
Arabel.
important things to worry about right this exact moment?
More important, he told us to go find lodgings and he would meet us there. Remember, because he had to drop his kids off at the
Sibling.
temple. Yes, the kids, the children, the little
his
tykes,
kids. Yeah. All right.
all
well,
tuckered out.
why don't you establish some lodgings for us, and I'm gonna do a little scouting, okay?
You're not going to
Just
come
a
with me?
perimeter. I don't think that's necessary. I think you can handle it all by yourself.
Oh, I don't. I was hoping we'd go around together. See the sights, I can show you around, and
I'm gonna do a little scouting first, see if I can find any clues to Sammy's missing family.
I guess, how are we going to find you, though? The scrying orb. I know. All right.
No, Herc, I was hoping that you would establish us at the Pride of Arabel, and I'll meet you there in like 20-30 minutes.
All right. Well, do you know where it is?
I'm sure our lovely townfolk can point me the way as soon as I look for it.
You feel comfortable
Or it's that
asking
big
people?
sign right there.
Feel comfortable talking with the city folk?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to come with me while I scout, Herc? Are you feeling left out?
Oh, I just thought it'd be nice to see the sights with someone.
Oh,
It's been
absolutely.
so
when
long,
there's
yeah.
not an emergency, I would love to do that with you.
Well, Sammy's not here. Go just fine. Just go. I'll get our lodgings.
I'll meet you there shortly. Can you watch Ardu for me? He's tired.
All right.
Okay. Get
Her,
on foot and start.
Just, it might help. I'm a half-orc. This is a dragon. It helps. I think your pointy ears would help kind of establish some cred.
I'm just looking for track.
All right. Well, guess I'll have to rely on my charms.
I'm gone.
Well, Ardu, it's you and me.
Do you
Now,
speak?
we don't need Arsus. We can have a grand old time, just you and me.
He looks at you, and you don't speak Draconic, but you can sense the dismissal of your words.
Oh, come on. Like you didn't have a great time at Teneth's. You know, you and I can get up to some good living before the others arrive. And that would help the group.
This seems so wildly inappropriate. He doesn't talk to you, but he is there, able to, follow your basic orders should you request him to do something.
Come along now. Argue with the dragon.
Follows along, and noticing that you are getting a lot of not just side glances, but heavy stares as you
Yes,
walk
hello.
through.
Hercott song. The hulking hunk. The half-orc hurricane come from Susail. Happy freedom fungus.
The commoners do not appear to share the same enthusiasm and kind of give you looks of bewilderment. Some of them kind of absently wave back, others kind of whispering on the sides, pointing up at you with side glances of curiosity. But a lot of them appear to be focused on the dragon. You are able to make it towards the east end of town, where the Pride of Arabel exists. A former converted noble's mansion, large fluted columns made out of marble adorned the front of the building. Very lavish, like front path, where a lot of the streets don't have a lot of vegetation. This place has done put a great amount of effort into keeping their garden in the front to keep the looks as appealing as possible. Stables off onto the right-hand side of the manor. You would know that this place is rather expensive. 17 gold pieces per person for stable and lodging, but it also includes your food and drinks for the evening.
Try to earn myself some goodwill on the way. I want to try to perform an Arabellan song that I would know. I don't have lyrics off the top of my head.
That's okay.
But it's known for. It seems like it's primarily known for its jewelry and wine, so something that kind of celebrates that.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Bitter black.
By the time you make it all the way to the Pride of Arabel, you have gained some trust. Some people are now looking at you a little more favorably. Hearing the song, you can see some smiles spreading across some people's faces, some light to the day that they haven't experienced in quite some time.
Nice. That's more like it. All right.
Let's switch over to Arsis real quick with her scouting. What are you looking for?
Wagon tracks and maybe blood.
Okay. Where are you looking specifically? In the town?
No, because it didn't make sense for him to go directly to town if he's got prisoners. So she's actually going to go around the outskirts of the town to see if she can find any extra, like just an entire skirt around the town, however long that takes.
Okay. Give me a perception
Survival.
check or a survival, whichever one you would rather have.
Oh, perception then.
Okay, 27. As you leave the
Also
gates.
being really quiet. I'm not trying to make a lot of noise.
Okay. As you leave the gates and you start to traverse south to circle the town, something immediately catches your eye that you wouldn't have seen on your way in based on the way the bushes were lining the river. You see on the opposite side of the river that you had just come from a wagon stored behind the bushes in what appears to be a sort of makeshift dock. Do you go over closer to investigate?
Yeah. Quietly, stealthily. I'll actually cast Pass Without a Trace first,
Okay.
just in case anybody's here.
Give me a stealth check.
All right. So let me use the spell slot first. Stealth check. $33.
Okay. Making your way over there, crossing back over the bridge to be able to get to that side of the river. Coming up, you can see, after pulling back the tarp, some blood stains in the bed of the wagon. You can see that there is a rope that appears to have had tied a boat to the dock at one point in time. You can see muddy footprints on the dock, but you also see some hoof prints circling back around from the wagon going into the city. The last thing that catches your eye is on the opposite side of the river, just on the other side of the dock, seems to be like a sewer grate.
Okay, I'll clock that.
Large enough that you feel that a boat could fit through it. A small boat.
Okay. Is the river easily crossed, or is it really big?
It's pretty big.
Okay. So I will mark this in my mental map. And then
I've been saying boat. What I mean is like the size of a canoe. Like something,
like a dinghy.
yeah, like something small. Like we're not, yeah, something very small.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll mark this mentally in my mind because I'm not gonna go in by myself. And then I'll go back and find Herc after that.
Okay.
Actually, no. Can I follow the hoof prints until they disappear?
Yeah. The hoof prints would lead you all the way to a large compound-like building. A large building with several sublets of different shops. You would see the Ashen Quill I had mentioned earlier. Basically, you would find stables attached to this building, but it's a series of like 7 different shops, 6 different shops and 1 inn that's attached to this. You also see, curiously, a stone circular building with an iron door, and there just appears to be one gruff individual sitting to the right of the door, drinking a coffee, with a baton resting on a wooden stool next to him.
Okay, so Pass Without Trace lasts for an entire hour. I think Arsis would try her best to get close enough that she could hear any conversations or anybody coming into this place, but far enough away that she could actually hide and probably sit there for a little while, patiently waiting to see if any information comes to light. She won't interact with anybody. She doesn't want to be seen. She doesn't want to be caught. So the goal is to sneak into town, find an alleyway that's close enough that she can hear if there's any conversation happening.
Hearing conversation happening inside of the building?
I don't think she's going to be able to hear inside, but if anybody comes and goes, like for the bouncer.
From that particular gentleman, nobody appears to come and go. He sits pretty still, just drinking his coffee and surveying the streets. You do
so she'll
go
wait
by undetected.
for probably about 20 minutes at least to see if anything happens.
Yeah, at this particular door, nothing happens. Very uneventful.
Is there any other activity? Is the inn full? Is the other shops still open?
There are people going into the other shops, and a lot of them just come out carrying little, like you see a woman going into the into Hollow Roots Remedies and coming out with a basket full of herbs and spices. You don't see anybody really go into the inn. You see somebody coming out of the smithy with some horseshoes and some nails.
This is like evening, because I thought we were getting here in the evening. So.
Yeah. It is. The sun is just going down. If you stay for the full duration, towards the end, the businesses will eventually close, and depending on how late you stay, even after the door, like nobody starts going into the doors and you see a couple signs flip open or flip over saying that they're closed, you don't ever see anybody come out of the shops. Like no proprietors come out.
Okay.
Okay. The rest of you make it into town now, and asking the guard where this man would be located, and they basically say, oh, that would be in the area of the shops, and then they would say that that area is called the Boar's Hollow. Would you all go directly to the Pride of Arabel, or would you go to the Boar's Hollow?
Rin would advocate for going to the Pride of Arabel so we can all meet back up and everyone with horses can drop off horses.
Yeah, Herc did say that he would meet us there, so that's
Right.
where Riker would go.
So unless Sammy is like really fighting against that,
Just want to take some pictures. And I will hop off the horse and I will hand the reins over to Rin. And I'll be back. meet
Before
you
you
there.
go, she's gonna give you a quick bardic. Be safe. Don't get yourself in any trouble that we can't help you out of.
And I'll immediately begin beelining it to the hollow.
Okay. This will probably be the last thing that we do before the end of session. I was hoping to get a little bit further, but we had some of that technical difficulties in the beginning. Okay. You make your way to the east side of town. It's actually relatively close to the Pride of Arabel, maybe a little bit further and more south, but probably within a 5-minute walking distance between the two of them. You see a dark complex of buildings, a few lights scattered around the outside, but otherwise relatively quiet. Are you stealthing or are you just walking? Because that's going to determine.
I'm stealthing, yeah.
Okay. I guess your stealth against Arces's passive perception.
I see.
Christ.
Yeah. Arces clocks you. Whether or not she chooses to watch or interact with you is up to her.
I'm gonna watch him for a while, see what he does.
What do you intend to do, sir?
Just go around all the buildings, see if I can peer in on anything. They might be shuttering windows and everything, so it might be a little more difficult. How big is the... I can't remember, you said the large complex of his? Large building that he owns?
Mm-hmm.
How many levels is that?
It's really probably more like 1.5. There's a couple of the buildings that have stairs, or a couple of the entranceways that have stairs leading up to them, but they're never like a full story above. It's more like 1.5. Yeah.
Okay, well, in between that building and another one, I'll start climbing up and just kind of look. Oh shit! Building. Hi.
Oh,
Ooh.
he was prepared.
It was.
And the building that you're currently looking at the front door of the Ashen Quill, and then also the bakery, the Hearthstone, are the two doors, both here and here. You are able to attempt to climb up the building if you would like. A lot of it is made out of stone. It is a mix of stone and wood. The stone would be much easier to attempt to climb.
Boot or slippers of spider climbing.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Either way.
Yeah.
If I start seeing him doing something like that, I'm gonna get his attention.
Yeah, you see him take a foot and put it sideways on the wall, attempting to start walking, and you out at him. Sammy, you'd be able to hear it since it was directed towards you. Looking around, Arceus, do you make the attempt to show yourself?
I will attempt, yes. I will let him know that I'm trying to get his attention.
Okay.
Sammy.
Stare at her.
You need to wait. We need to get the others. And there's actually a better way in, I think. All right, let's go. And so I'll start walking out of the alley where I'm hiding, and then I'll just... Oh, there you are! Let's head over and meet our friends. Got lost in the city.
really quick climb up and look at the roof of the building and see what's up there?
Are you asking her or are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
You're welcome to if you'd like to.
I'm leaving you.
That's fine. Leave me.
You can
I know where everybody's
certainly
at.
try.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna start heading towards the inn, or wandering town until I find the inn.
Yeah. Stepping up into the next level. Looking across the many different, I don't know, shapes of the roofs conjoined of different buildings. You don't see any. What exactly are you looking for up here? Are you looking for some windows or some entryways?
Looking for people. Anybody standing on top of roofs,
Oh.
particularly ones that are armed.
You do not see anything of the sort.
Okay. Not seeing that, I will climb back down, and then I will head back to the Pride of Arabel.
Okay. That wasn't as satisfying of an ending or as good of a stopping point, but we are at our time limit. So unfortunately we'll have to pick up there in 2 weeks.
Okay.
The gang can figure out what we're doing
My
next.
work deliberately schedules our holiday party on D night, December. So
In December?
That's all the way in December.
yeah,
Oh, well,
17th. It's like ways out, but still, I'm still
Yeah.
upset about it.
I mean, well, not everything can revolve around our little schedule, unfortunately.
Oh, why the fuck
Yeah.
not?
Well, I mean, it's a holiday party. It's possible that we're going to be busy anyways. I don't know what the
Yeah.
exact schedule
Yeah.
is, but if it's the 24th, what is that, fucking Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
No,
It
it's
is
the
Christmas Eve.
17th is the holiday party.
Oh. Ugh.
And we don't have D&D on the 24th.
Oh, but Andrews is on fucking Christmas Day.
Yeah, we're
No,
not
we
having a
can do
session
it.
on Christmas Day.
What?
That's
No
not
Christmas
happening.
present?
You'll get a
We
Christmas
have
present,
can
just
we
not on
have a
Christmas
session
Day.
on Christmas Eve?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and say probably
Yeah,
not because I'm
probably.
gonna be in Florida.
Yeah, probably not.
What?
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks in a row I have to miss D&D? Damn it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Usually how it goes around the
Faces.
holidays.
Fucking holidays are the worst.
Dude, just cancel Christmas and then we can play all the D&D we want.
Just move
Yeah,
Christmas
fuck
to
Christmas.
a Saturday every year.
I didn't get
Christmas one shot.
raptured. Why would I celebrate Jesus?
Gosh, you
True,
want
I
to
mean,
really, really,
why-
really, really fucked up?
Why celebrate Christmas when there's Halloween? The better holiday.
Did some?
You
Yeah,
guys
go
know
ahead.
something?
The truth.
Tell
And
me.
here's something really, really, really fucked up.
What?
My mother-in-law died on Tuesday.
Oh.
Oh.
Jesus.
That is
Andrew
really
put the
fucked
connection
up.
together. Isn't it? It's like she purposely decided to go on Rapture Day. Just for shits and giggles.
Well, maybe she's one of the few.
Oh boy.
I mean, we were very prepared. She had been declining rapidly for a while. Stephen had said her
Oh.
goodbyes.
Okay. I was thinking it was a fucking Kool-Aid situation.
No.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that would have been
No.
really, 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 really fucked up.
Yeah, I was thinking.
No.
Okay,
She
at least
was
it
old
was
and just passed away. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's natural causes.
okay. That's, I mean, better. But
But still, Rapture Day
yeah,
couldn't have been funnier.
very wild. Oh shit, we're still recording.